Now we're doing pita.
We're going to do some pitas.
Okay.
Yes.
Just set this over here. And you got something going on over here.
I do. Now this recipe has one ingredient.
That's why we didn't put it up for you to read.
All you need is some whole wheat pocket bread. And it doesn't matter if they're already cut in half, don't worry about it. But the traditional store-bought or commercial pita chips have a lot of oil added to them. They're fried or other things added. Maybe you don't want that. Yeah. So if you can just take a whole wheat pita and get a very good sharp knife, and we just cut around the edge, just a little bit like this.
Yep.
Because these are pockets, so they have that nice hole in the middle. Now, one nice thing about pita chips when you have them like this is they're very similar to what we used to call zwieback.
Yes.
Which is very digestible. And I think partly is more digestible because you have to chew. You know, digestion begins in the mouth. So when you eat something soft, we go chomp, chomp, swallow. And we want to go chomp, 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 right?
Right.
So when you have something crispy like this, you're more likely to chew, which is better for your digestion. So,
that's true.
And these are wonderful for dipping with the cheese ball we're going to make.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You could dip them in salsa. You could dip them in applesauce. So if you were just wanting a light supper, you could have a whole bunch of those and a bowl of applesauce and just have that satisfying crunch. Okay, so then we just take our pita chips and spread them out in a single layer on a cookie sheet, and one package will usually make about 2 cookie sheets. And then have your oven at 350 degrees.
Do you spray it at all?
You don't even need to spray the pan.
Okay.
No. So you put them out 350 degrees. If you have 2 racks in your oven, you'll put 4 minutes, cook them for 4 minutes, rotate the pans for about another 4 minutes, and then just every minute after that, start watching them, and they'll become the golden, can I pull those over here?
Yeah, let's do that.
They'll become the golden brown. You can hear how crispy they are. And you just pull them off, and it usually only takes a total of about 10 minutes to do both pans, so it's fast.
I love that.
And delicious and crunchy. These are always a hit at our Simply Vegan classes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I like that. And we're going to try these. I will try them with the cheese ball. We're making the cheese ball next.
Yes.
Right? All right, let's read the recipe for that. For that, you need 12-ounce package of silicon tofu, Morinu style, 2/3 cup cashews, raw, rinsed, 1/4 cup pimento, 1/4 cup nutritional yeast flakes, 2 tablespoons lemon juice, 1 to 3 teaspoons smoke flavoring, 2 tablespoons if you're using the Bacon brand, and 1/2 teaspoon dill weed. You also need 1 teaspoon minced dried onions, 1/2 teaspoon garlic powder, 2 teaspoons salt or salt substitute, 2 tablespoons cornstarch, 3/4 cup water, very warm, 1/3 cup chopped walnuts to decorate after cooling. I'm excited about making the cheese ball. And you know, that's something that's so nice for special occasions and special times, but I don't always make it, you know? So it's something I don't make at home, and I'm excited to learn.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely a special occasion food because the presentation is really pretty as well. All right, well, if you would measure out for me 3/4 of a cup of this boiling water. Again, I don't like to stir a lot, so we're going to start with hot water. In the blender, I have some cashews here. Wonderful cashews. Ooh, that's really steaming, isn't it?
It is steaming. I couldn't tell because it was splashing me so bad. It's only half.
Okay.
Hopefully it won't be so much noise this time.
Okay. Perfect.
There we go.
Okay.
Perfect.
And you could start with cooler water, but again, you'll have more stirring time.
Yeah.
So we'll get the nuts smooth just a little bit before we go ahead and add the other ingredients. Okay, and they'll finish blending with the other items. You know, nuts fit into the category that says an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. You just need a little of them, and it's very...
And it goes a long way.
And it goes a long way. Okay, so now we are adding some of the silken tofu. Oh, excuse me, that splashed a little.
Yeah.
There we go. There.
That makes it nice and creamy.
It makes it creamy, and again, the silken tofu has a milder flavor than the water-packed tofu. All right, we're just going to add the rest of the ingredients. We have our salt. We have some minced dried onion,
Nice.
a little garlic. And this is the smoke flavor. If you use a liquid smoke flavor that you get at your grocery, you probably only need about a teaspoon or two. You could do it to taste.
Okay.
All right. And then this is roasted red pepper. You could use pimento, of course. You get the one that's packed in water. We have a little lemon juice. Yes. And then nutritional yeast flakes, our wonderful B vitamin food there. And then we have some dill, which gives it a lovely flavor.
I love dill. I think it's one of my favorite herbs.
Oh, very delicious, yes, and so many things. Okay, I'm going to hold back on the cornstarch just a little bit till we get it blended. We don't want to get it too thick that it won't blend right away, seeing as we've got that nice hot water in there. And we'll have to work this just a little bit. And sometimes the nutritional yeast or some of the herbs will stick a little bit to the side, so we'll just scrape that down.
Okay. Do you normally blend it a while because of the cashews can be gritty and you're trying to avoid that grit, or?
Yes, and that's why I like to start with them. So it's just the cashews in the water for a little bit, and you can kind of focus just on those.
Yeah, it gives you a creamier filling.
Very creamy, yes, and that's the goal, because if you were eating a traditional cheese ball, it would be creamy, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so we'll turn that down a little bit. Now again, if your blender's not super powerful, go a little longer, and you can always just check it with a spoon or in between your fingers to see if it's a little gritty. Now I'll go ahead and add this cornstarch, which of course is
So why wouldn't you blend the cornstarch at the beginning?
I was just afraid it was going to get too thick for the blender.
Because it's warm, it's going to already start thickening.
That's
Got it.
right.
Okay.
So we just wanted to get everything smooth. All right, now we're going to go ahead and finish the cooking so that the cornstarch can be really effective and we can have our cheese ball.
You want me to get rid of this extra water?
Please.
Let me grab this here.
Here you go.
Okay.
And we'll just put this in here. Oh, it smells really nice with that dill in there. And it's the right color for a cheese ball because of that roasted red pepper or pimento.
You want this back on?
Yes. Now this, you're going to have to really stir because it's going to thicken up.
And it's going to stick.
And it's going to stick. So you can go with moderate heat if you need to. The thing you want to make sure is that you do get it cooked enough to cook that cornstarch, because you don't want that cornstarch flavor in there. And again, if it's not cooked enough, your cheese ball will not be firm enough. So double duty there.
Okay.
Okay. Then we're going to pour it into a mold. In this case, we're going to use just a stainless steel bowl.
Okay.
If you wanted something special for your guest, with everybody having an individual one, you could do individual little cheese balls for them. So to get the cheese ball out of the bowl needs to be lined. So we're just going to use some plastic wrap here.
That makes sense.
Just kind of work it down into the bottom so that you don't have any big air spots in there.
I like that.
It makes it so easy to flip out. And then save the excess over here, because when you chill it in the refrigerator, it will get a little bit of a film on it. So you can just go ahead and turn that over on there and keep it nice and fresh in your refrigerator that
like
way.
that.
So we're starting to thicken, which is really good.
And hopefully we're not burning.
Yes, hopefully we're not burning. Now this recipe, cheese tends to be salty.
Yes.
Yes. So this recipe, you know, it does have quite a bit of salt in it, but this is not the entree. And if you're eating a couple of tablespoons, which is a normal serving for a cheese ball, you're going to get 1/12 of a teaspoon of salt. So just
So
remember.
you're telling me this would be something that, and since it's a small amount, say moderation, that I could have a
Yes.
little more salt with this and not worry about it.
Not worry too much about it, yes.
Nice.
But if you want to make it your entree, you've had your salt for the day.
Well, if you ate a cheese ball for an entree, that's pretty serious.
That's for sure.
That's pretty serious.
That is. Let me get you another one in case you need to get closer to the edges. We're starting to come to just a little bit of a simmer there, aren't we?
It's just starting. Absolutely.
Okay. Now, for those of you who are calorie counters, 2 tablespoons of this cheese ball has 43 calories. So not too bad.
Okay.
And if you're eating this with your pita chips, and some people like to soak their cashews before they make this dish, some for digestibility. Other people soak their nuts overnight because their blender isn't super powerful, and it will help to make it creamier if they're soaked for a little bit.
Now, is this thick enough, or how thick do we need to get?
If you stop for just a second, let's see how quick it's coming to a boil. Yeah, you're getting there. Let's just go like another 10 seconds. How's that?
Sounds good. Because it's getting there, but I wasn't sure what you're looking for.
Yes. Well, you don't look like you're struggling, so I wasn't sure if it was thick enough yet. Okay, I think you did great.
Okay.
All right.
This goes in here?
That's going to go in there, yes.
Watch your fingers, I don't want to get you there.
Okay. And it's going to fill just about a 3 to 4 cup bowl. I can use
You might need the spatula.
Let's trade. How's that?
There you go.
There you are.
Yummy. You can really smell it.
Oh, yeah. And the dill is kind of predominant. It makes it very delicious.
We won't look at the bottom of the pan. I think I didn't do as well as I should have.
That's okay. I think that's par for the course. Okay, so we will just smooth that just a little bit, and you're not going to see this anyway, as you'll see in just a minute. Jill, if you could bring that platter over here. Let me just grab a paper towel for my fingers. Okay, now for the fun part.
Yay.
Okay. Would you like to try the fun part?
Absolutely.
Do you want to put some gloves on?
I do.
Okay.
Are they under the counter here?
Yes, right under there. There's a
Got it.
box of them. Okay, so our cheese ball has now been in the refrigerator overnight. Okay. So we'll undo our plastic, and you can see, indeed, it's got a little bit of a film on it.
I see that.
But it's very superficial. So we're going to go ahead and put this in the middle of the
nice.
serving tray. Slide the bowl. You don't have to wash the bowl if you don't want to. How's that?
That's good.
Okay. And then just get it in the middle of your platter. Okay. And then we're going to this is your fun part.
Nice.
Just gently sprinkle and kind of press them in just a little bit. And after you get it done, there'll be a few walnuts on the plate, and you can just kind of brush it up a little bit. If you could
So press in like
press in like that, press a few in on the side.
this. Nice.
more
Oh, this is real fun.
Yeah,
I
and
don't know how much I'm supposed to be putting.
we're going to cover that cheese ball, so you can go and just and don't worry about spilling some, because we're going to
Well, that's good. Sure, I'm spilling.
just clean it up just a little bit. This is nice with things like carrot or celery sticks.
Nice.
We're going to have some pita chips. We have some crackers. And if you bring this recipe to your next baby shower or wedding shower, make sure you bring the recipe, because they always ask.
It looks fabulous.
Yeah, and it's
it
really
looks
simple.
authentic.
Yes.
You know, it really does.
And it looks like it would be a lot of work, but really it's a blender,
Yep.
quick in the pot, and then your nuts here. Oh, that looks
Nice.
beautiful, Jill. We're going to hide your nuts with some of these other things.
Oh, good. Okay.
Okay.
Does that look okay?
It looks lovely.
A little bit here. Nice.
Good job. Good job. Okay. And then you could decorate if you wanted
Nice.
with a few
like
nuts on there. If you want to add a little color,
Nice.
you could put a dried cranberry in the middle.
It looks fabulous.
And then we'll go ahead and put some crackers on the side,
I like it.
and maybe a few of our pita chips.
Yummy.
Okay.
Now I'm going to dig into the side
Okay.
right here where nobody's going to see it 'cause
That's-
we're covered up.
Okay. Close to the real thing?
Oh, this is fabulous. The smoked flavor makes it.
I think it does. You're
It
right.
really does.
It
I
really
would not have
does.
guessed that, but it really does. That's fabulous. Ooh.